So welcome to the video lecture on networks and security. So today I'm going to take a topic from unit 1, which is network topology. So let's get into the video lecture. So first you need to understand what is network topology. See, topology is nothing but it's arrangement of nodes. Now how do you connect the nodes in a particular network? So it is a collection of two or more computers which are connected together to share information and resources. So it's basically how you connect all the nodes in a network in order to share information as well as resources. That's why it's called as network topology. So coming on to the types of topology, so based on the geographical area covered, there are three kinds of networks which we have already discussed earlier. Local area network LAN, and then metropolitan area network MAN, and then wide area network WAN. So all these three networks, I've already explained. So LAN is especially within a particular campus or maybe a particular building. And then metropolitan area network is a network which covers a city area. And then wide area network is which covers a geographical area. So these three things are the types of networks. And based on the architecture, you have different kinds of topologies. So one is the bus topology, second is a star topology, third is the ring topology, fourth is the tree topology, fifth is the mesh topology, and last, the sixth one is the hybrid topology, which is a combination of all these topologies. So let's see each topology. So first is the bus topology. So bus topology consists of a single cable called a bus connecting all the nodes on a network without intervening connectivity devices. So this kind of topology was initially used where you will have only a single cable which connects all the devices in a network, maybe a printer or maybe a system or whatever. All these nodes are connected only through a single channel, or maybe you call it as a single cable called bus. So this is called as bus topology. So when you look at the advantages of bus topology, bus topology is more suitable for a smaller network, and also it's very cheap to implement, and also easy to expand joining two cables together, and also, as I already told you, it is used in a small network. So it's very cheap, and also you can connect two cables together, and it is especially used for a small network. So these are some of the advantages of bus topology. So when you look at the disadvantages, management costs can be high. So cables fail, then whole network fails. Cable has a limited length. So these are some of the drawbacks. So take for example, since you are connecting a single cable to connect all the devices, suppose if the cable becomes a failure, automatically the entire network goes down. So that is one drawback. And other one is there is always a limited length. The length is always limited in bus topology. That is one of the drawback. So coming on to the next topology, which is star topology, which is in the form of a star structure, which is especially used in many networks. So a star network is designed with each node. That is, it is, you can go with file server, workstation, peripheral connected directly to a central network hub or maybe a server. So this is a kind of setup, or maybe this kind of topology is what deployed in many of the laboratories, where all the, the printer and as well as all the devices are especially connected to a central system, which is called as a switch, or maybe call it as a hub, or maybe you call it as a server. So which means the central server or maybe the central switch acts as an important system in connecting all the devices in the network. So looking at the advantages, it's a good option for modern networks. As I already told you, it's been deployed in many modern networks, and the startup cost is also very low and easy to manage, and offers opportunity for expansion. So you can expand anytime, you can add any new devices to the network, and also it's easily manageable, and most popular technology in use, wide variety of equipment available. So the most popular topology which has been used everywhere. So looking at the disadvantages, there are some of the disadvantages. So hub is a single point of failure. So suppose if the central hub or maybe the central switch fails, automatically the entire network goes down. That is one of the drawback, and requires more cable than bus. As I already told you, in bus topology you need only a single channel, but that's not the case with the star topology. You need more channels to connect the device, and as well as because of that, the installation cost also goes high. So coming on to the next topology, which is ring topology, which is the form of a ring structure where you don't have any central server like the star topology. So a ring network is one where all workstations and other devices are connected in a continuous loop. Now, as you can see the picture where you will have a circle, something like each one has a point-to-point connection with the device on the left and as well as with the device on the right. So there is no central server in the ring topology. So looking at the advantages, I mean, it's always easy to manage, easier to locate a defective node or a cable problem. So it's always easy to identify, suppose when there is a cable failure, it's always easy for you to identify which cable has failed. And also it's well suited for transmitting signals over long distance on a LAN. So it's obviously, I mean, it's more suited for a long distance transmission in a local area network. And also it can handle high volume of network traffic. So coming on to the disadvantages, I mean, it's always expensive, requires more cable and network equipment at the start. So not used as widely as bus topology. I mean, ring topology is, I mean, it's used very less, not much popular like the other topologies, and because you have only fewer equipment options and also fewer options for expansion to high-speed communication. So I mean, obviously you cannot go for a very high-speed communication in ring topology, which is one of the drawback. So now coming out of the tree topology, which is in a tree structure where it has a root node and all other nodes are connected to it, forming a hierarchy. So tree is nothing but it's something like a hierarchy where you will have a root node and then below that you will have all the other nodes which is connected to the root node. So it is also called as hierarchical topology. So you can call the tree topology as hierarchical topology because it is in the form of a hierarchical structure. So if you look at the advantages, I mean, it's extension of bus and star topology, and expansion of nodes is possible and easy. I mean, you can easily add nodes in the future cases, and also it is easily to manage and as well as it is easy to maintain. So coming under the disadvantages, I mean, it is very costly, and if more nodes are, more nodes are added, maintenance is always difficult. I mean, you have more number of nodes added to the network, automatically the maintenance becomes a difficult one. And also, if the central hub fails, automatically the entire network will fail, and also it's heavily cabled. So these are some of the disadvantages of tree topology. So coming on to the next one, mesh topology, which works on the formula n into n minus 2 by 2. So I mean, it is a point-to-point connection to other nodes or devices. So traffic is carried out only between two devices or nodes to which it is connected. So a mesh has n into n minus 2 by 2 physical channels to link n devices. So advantages, I mean, each connection can carry its own data load. So fault is easily diagnosed, and it also provides security as well as privacy. Disadvantages, automatically, I mean, installation and configuration is always difficult. Cabling cost is more because you need to have more number of channels to connect the devices. So because of that, automatically cabling cost increases, and also bulk wiring is also required. So coming on to the last topology, which is a hybrid topology. Hybrid is where it's a combination of various topologies which we have seen now in the recent slides. I mean, it is a mixture of two or more topologies, therefore it is called hybrid topology. So either you can combine a star mesh and as well as ring, or maybe bus, star and other any kind of topology. So a hybrid topology combines characteristics of linear bus and star and or ring topologies. So if you look at the advantages, I mean, reliable, as error detecting and troubleshooting is always easy. I mean, it's more reliable because you can easily detect and detect the errors, and as well as troubleshooting is also very easy, and it is very effective as well. And scalable, as size can be increased easily. I mean, you can scale, I mean, you can add more number of devices in the future, and also it is more flexible. So these are some of the advantages. There are few drawbacks here. It is very complex in design, as well as it is very costly. So I mean, so far we have seen the different kind of topology. So topology, why do you need topologies? Because it's a geometrical arrangement of nodes. That is, how do you arrange the nodes in a network? And we saw different kinds of topologies through this video lecture. Thank you all.